Go, go, bird! Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the Hanvon's Gogglebird 201, the Bennu. Now it is a remote controlled 2.4 gigahertz bionic flying toy bird with flapping wings. It has a built-in barometer for altitude hold. It has 80-meter control distance and 30-meter altitude height control distance in the free mode, indicated by a blue LED light on the remote, and in the altitude limit mode, which is indicated by a green LED light on the remote, it will not go higher than 10 feet. Perfect for beginners, so kids will not get stuck in a tree or on the rooftop. It has Hall sensor system to control the frequency of the flapping wings. It has a manual adjustment for low and high speeds, where you can angle the tail up for low speed and angle the tail down for higher speed. You can arm and disarm the flapping wings by the somatosensory switch. Simply drop your arm about 12 inches while holding the bird in your hands to arm, and flip the bird upside down, not that bird, this bird, upside down to disarm the flapping wings. Now it has 8 minutes of flight time with these tiny little 3.7 volt 100 milliamp size battery, and they do give you 2 of these batteries. One was hidden inside the battery bay, for a total flight time of 16 minutes. So it will come in different colors. This is the multicolored version at $49. The other solid colored versions are just $39. They will make perfect Christmas gifts for kids, or maybe for adults as well. So we have the fabric wings, we have the fabric tail, and a plastic rudder. We have soft plastic body, which I can kind of squeeze, and the head is made of the same material like that on an RC car body. Now you can make the wings flap faster to speed up and thereby climb up in altitude. You can make the wings flap slower to slow down and thereby come down in altitude. And we have seen that the tail angle sets the top speed, slow and fast. Now the rudder has a magnet embedded in it. Here's my screwdriver, and you can see that there's a magnet right here. Now it does not do anything but just flap, but once it is armed, you can make it turn left and right. So let's go ahead and power this thing on. There's the power push button on and off switch on the belly. I have one of the batteries already inserted in the battery bay, and the battery bay just closes shut like that. So long press the power push button on and off switch until there's an LED light that turns on. So let me give it some shade so I can see, and there you go. You can see that there's a green LED light inside. Yeah, powered on. And let's power on the remote control. Here's the power push button on and off switch for the remote control. Just short press it, and there should be a green LED light right between the G and the B. It's a blue LED light, so short press it and it'll become a green LED light. Okay, so it is powered on and it is paired right out of the box from the factory. So let's go ahead and arm it. Here's the trigger to arm the motors or the flapping wings. There you go, flapping wings. And now I can control the rudder with the joystick. Going to the left and to the right. Left to the right. So let me shut it off, hit the trigger button again, and it slowly turns off. Now, that's just superb engineering. I have never actually seen a product that uses magnetic polarization for a consumer electronic product. None that I can think of anyway. A servo motor will do the same, but it will add a lot of weight. Now, this bird with the battery comes in at just 19 grams. Yeah, just 19 grams. So double kudos to the developer who developed this magnetic polarization feature and also the flapping wings. Now, the remote controller is a one-handed remote controller. It has the trigger button, as we have seen, to arm and disarm the wings. Now, when you arm, it arms right away. But when you disarm, it slowly disarms, so it can come to a landing. So you want to disarm pretty close to the ground because it doesn't take very long. Here is the joystick. Speed up, slow down, turn to the left, and turn to the right. Here's the power push button on and off switch. Short press the power on, and short press to change from altitude limit mode in green LED color to the free mode in the blue LED color. Long press to power off. Now, it will automatically power off if it is unattended for 12 minutes or longer. Here are some autonomous flight modes. Here is the circle fly to the left. Here on the right is the circle fly to the right. On the bottom is the figure 8 fly. And here on the top, it is the button to change the LED colors on the belly of the bird. Handy when you have more than one of these birds, so you can tell them apart, and it also makes them look really cool, especially at night. And it will take 2 AAA size batteries. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's go ahead and power it on. I got a freshly charged battery, and there you go. It is powered on, and it is in the green mode, so altitude limit mode. So let's go and check this thing out. Let's see now. Let's choose the speed here. We're going to go into the slow speed, and that's the high speed. So let's try out the slow speed. And we are in the altitude limit mode, so it won't go higher than 10 feet, it says. So let's arm it and just fling it like an aircraft, I guess. All right. Okay, it's got altitude hold mode, so you can just let it go and it will just keep flying. But I need to increase the height, and it is going pretty high. There's a little bit of wind coming in, and as you can see, it can't go fast. It just bobs up and down because it is in the slow mode. So it kind of goes up and down, and you can kind of turn. I'm turning a little bit at a time, because if you turn a little bit too much, looks like it goes down in altitude. So yeah, I'm gonna increase the altitude, make a right turn. Ooh, and it just came down. So I'm gonna disarm real quick, and now we are in the free mode, so I can actually go up in altitude. Not really. Yeah, I can slowly start going up and up in altitude, and let's see, it maintains that altitude. Nice. Okay, turning to the left, a little bit out of time, and look at that. Yeah, I'm flying this thing. Very nice. Right turn, left turn. Don't go too far. It doesn't have very good distance, so yeah, turning to the right, and it came down. So turning it off, it kind of lost control. Look, I can't turn it off. Okay, now I can turn it off. Let's see the high speed here. So don't go too far. Start turning if you go away from you too far. Start turning, go up in altitude. Oh yeah, we can go up in altitude a lot higher and it flies a lot more straighter. There you go. Not bad. Let's go higher so we can get some altitude here to try the circle fly mode. And a bird came by to check it out too, thinking, what the hell kind of a bird is this? Okay, I'm getting a hard time trying to go up in altitude here. Come on, come on, make a left. Make a left, go up in altitude. Okay, turn to the right. See, every time I make a turn, it drops down in altitude, so it's very hard to maintain a steady altitude here. Go to the left, and circle fly. Let's see. Yep, it circle flies. I'm gonna increase my acceleration throttle, but it just came down. So the circle fly and whatnot, not really great. Alright guys, so here we go again. I got the new battery inserted, and here's the somatosensory arming. So if you drop it like about 12 inches while holding it, it will arm by itself. And there's the disarm, which is pretty cool. So you can slowly come to a landing. So I've learned something here with the first battery. I think it was flying a little bit better and going up in altitude on the slow mode. So I'm gonna kick that tail to the slow mode. So even though it bobs up and down, it goes up in altitude a lot easier than if the tail was flatter in the high speed mode. It just goes a little bit faster, but it doesn't climb up in altitude as good. So I'm gonna climb up in altitude a little bit better so I can try some of these circle fly and the figure 8 fly mode. The wind kind of died down right now, so this is a perfect time. So let's go ahead and arm it and then take off. There you go, somatosensory arming, and there you go. Increasing altitude, and there you go. That is as high as I can make it go. Okay, it's going up in altitude a little bit more. So it takes a while, guys. And I see a shadow. There's another bird flying around checking us out. Okay, going up in altitude, I'm throttling up, turning, going up in altitude, and I think that's as high as I've ever gotten it. So circle fly. So there you go, circle fly. The opposite way. There you go. Hey, we're doing it, and it is doing it. And figure 8. There you go, figure 8. Combines the two circle flies, and there you go, it's working. And I just press the button again, and it is still doing the figure 8. So long pressing it. Nope, come on. I want to get out of the mode. So making a left turn, and I believe I'm out of the circle fly mode now. I guess you got to make a turn to get out. There you go. Successful second flight, I say. I didn't crash yet. So there you go, going up in altitude. Nice. So they say you can fly this thing indoors? Yeah, you could fly this thing indoors in the slow speed, but you need a large indoor facility to fly this thing. Not in your living room or anything. Oh, it just came down, and I can't take off from the ground, so I'm gonna kill the motors. Yeah, I tried to do some turns and it just came down. So there you go, guys. My test flight and review of the Hanvon's Gogo Bird 201, the Bennu. You want to check it out for yourself. The link is down below in the video description. Like I said, the solid color ones are $39, and this multicolored one is $49. So you can get the cheaper one, but this one is really nice. So I'm going to go for another little flight and waste out the battery. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. Go, go, bird. Speed pass. There you go. Is that cool or what? Go, go, bird!